I've lost count of how many trips we've made back and forth out here with small loads. The trail's barely passable because of the ice, but we got in this last few times. We got tons of 4x12 rough sawn beams, all kinds of miscellaneous timbers up to a foot dimensional. And with the exception of the little bit of excess store-bought pressure treated and plate material I got a month ago, I got to get more to do the saddles for the cantilever deck on the back, but everything else, individual piles, has basically been salvaged, reclaimed, freebies. These are true dimension, rough sawn 2x6s, some of them better than 18 feet long. Pretty stout material. It looks like they've been stained years ago, but there's not a hole in them, so they were never mounted to anything or utilized for anything. And there's enough there easily to do the back porch decking, along with some dimensional timber. But the scores are more pretty good size long timbers, quite a bit of extruded aluminum, bronze. I can use many different locations on windows and doors. A lot of flashing and bare carbon steel. We'll find a use for it. But the big deal, this is all reclaimed cedar. And I believe there's enough here between both piles to do both gables on siding. Literally resaw it and screw it up. Probably in the neighborhood of 100-year-old leftover cutoffs from a expensive rustic house build, more short timbers. But we're covering some real estate with wood, and the problem with any type of reclaimed or salvaged or free materials, there's usually never enough to do a job. So the trick is breaking it all up so it doesn't look cobbled together. And I got a couple different ideas. We might use some in one place and some of it might become firewood at the end of the project. But we've got probably 2 or 3 more loads, good size loads, before we call what I've already acquired on site. And like I said, to date, including the entire foundation for the satellite cabin, less than $2,000, easily less than $2,000, maybe around 1900 is all that's been spent thus far cash wise. A little bit of sweat equity, a little bit of free labor and trade. But I'm getting happier. We're getting enough material to get back to actually cutting and building. So the goal now, the new goal, once we get maybe 2 or 3 more loads out here, is to go ahead and buy the rest of the pressure treated and double saddle notch for the back deck, because that's got to go underneath the subfloor, obviously. And then hopefully in 2 to 3 more weeks, maybe if weather allows access, Hopefully Cody and I can stand up the trusses, the hoop trusses, arch trusses on the main deck and begin framing. And the idea there is a monster tarp. Once the arches are up and braced, the monster tarp we'll put over it and tie down, and then we can heat it and be working inside. Makeshift roof, and keep going through winter. And as I can afford to do the exterior and roofing, by spring we should be completely in the dry. But I don't want anything getting covered in 2 or 3 feet or more snow in the process, so that's kind of the plan. So happy Christmas. Today is Christmas Eve. And when we left town this morning, it was single digits. It was 0 degrees Fahrenheit this morning at dawn. But out here, just 20 miles away, damn near t-shirt weather in the sun. So we're gonna head back and load up some more. Peace out from Dead Mule.